Alright. Conversation round. If you're not interested in conversations, just skip this part.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I was born in Ostwick, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevellians, is it not? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms.
Thank you.
Tell me, do you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Alright, let's find out
I'd
some
like
more
to
about
get to know you
Cassandra.
better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
So I can romance Cassandra, okay. I don't really want to romance her, though.
No motivation beyond making things between us less.
Antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne.
That's really
I
low.
joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
Yeah, but 78.
Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
Okay. Sorry, I'm currently on Twitter asking people things about Dragon Age lore. Haha.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from them.
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me
Oh,
about
she may
your
not want to
brother.
answer this.
I would prefer
Yeah,
not
see?
to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I
Well,
will
tell
tell
me.
you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do, exactly?
Kill
What is
things.
your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, let's go talk to Cullen now.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, I thought that was a girl for a
We've
second.
received a number
Not that
of
that would be a
recruits,
problem.
Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try.
So say we
I
all.
was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I'm not sure because like most of the time this one's like a a good like a Paragon kind of thing, and this is like a Renegade kind of thing in Mass Effect terms. I don't know if there's a way to check that or a way to check your companion's affinity for you. I'll have to look at that. But sometimes like it seems like they're just different options that may not necessarily go one way or the other. But this one, she could be like, "Oh, you trust the Inquisition? Well, I don't." So. Let's see.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
So I can flirt with him. Alright, I don't want to make a decision yet, but maybe I'll do some flirting.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh man, that was the worst smile ever.
There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Okay, so that was probably the flirtatious little conversation that John was telling me about. Oh, hello, chest. Oh, right, you know what? I need to look through my inventory, too. Character record. Okay, she's got... Weapon shield, 2-handed weapon, battle master, vanguard. Oh, this is a good idea. Taunt. Okay, so that's what the taunt is for. Oh, that seems like a good idea too. You accept blows meant for allies. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, what is that shield thing? Shield wall. Block incoming attacks. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So we could spec him as a healer. Oh, does he already have that one? Okay. Okay, I see. So these are the... Right. Okay, Varric. Let's see. I'm doing archery. Maybe I should spec him for two-handed, even though he's got that gun, though. Okay, but what I can't tell is like their affinity for me, right? Is there a way to see that based on like how much they approve or not approve? Or is that just kind of hidden in the game? Okay, inventory. Because, yeah, I'm 50 out of work. Okay, ice staff. That would be something Solus could use. What does he actually have now? Acolyte ice staff. So keeper ice staff is better. Good. Armor. So apprentice armor is 70. Okay, so let's do 74. Let's give him that instead. Too bad there's not like a mark as junk, so I know what I can get rid of. Because I don't want to destroy it, right? I want to sell it. You can have that. That's cute. Varric only. Single use. So what does that do? Oh, +2 magic? Okay. Resistance, magic, defense, range, defense. So he can wear another ring, though, and a belt. But I would rather wear those things, so... Okay. Upgrades. Nope. That's just stuff. Alright, so Varric. Oh, warrior only. $70, $86. Okay. So that's for a helmet. Okay. Accessories. What does this one do? Bleed on hit. Let's give that to her. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this one myself. I already have Ring of Life Drain. Let's take this one. Okay, this is gonna be fine for now. I think I just gave Varric my best. Yeah, I should take this off of him. And I should take this one myself. And then I should give this to Varric. Okay. Varric and I are fighting over things. What is this? Oh, that's not good anyway. Okay, accessories. I already did that. Okay, Cassandra gets Mighty Blow Ring. And we'll give her Barrier. Oh, she can have all this stuff. Okay, cool. Armor. 48. Yes. No hat for you. Sorry, I'm out of hats. Accessories, weapons. Hand hammer, 72. Raider hatchet, 85. Sledgehammer, 89. But is that one-handed or two-handed? Because I want her to have the shield. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're going to stick with the Raider hatchet. And reinforce shield. Inquisition shield does look cooler. Oh, shard shield though. Yeah, no, we'll stick with this shard shield. Alright. So there we go. That needed to be done. A lot of busy work today.
I don't know. Master Harriet's hammers.
Oh, so it doesn't show whether I've got it equipped or not. I can definitely sell that. I have anybody at any of these. Canary. Hopefully I'm not selling stuff that people are wearing. Or maybe it doesn't actually show me those. Because, like, I have a lot more rings than that. Look at all this stuff I've got. Wow. Fabulous.
Those are the forging tools of an apprentice. You like to use the hammer.
Oh, I always do this. Because I've got that grip I should attach.
Good day to you.
Is that my horse? Huh.
You're one of those tranquil. Can you enchant rooms and such?
Deadly enhanced grip. I actually don't feel like renaming most of this stuff.
I have not studied those skills.
Ah, pity.
So a lot of these things that are upgradable, people don't have.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Another time then.
More conversations. You're up, Varric.
Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the deep roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly. But
kryptonite,
you have to
obviously.
ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life.
Wait, like
It
in your
also
mind or in
turned
real life?
Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Wow.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I
So
think
much
that's enough
more.
on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Primeval red lyrium deposits found. So I have to find more red lyrium? I thought it was bad. I'm gonna start going to people's houses now.
The conclave was our best chance for peace.
Got the door again.
Oh, this is the inn.
How it keeps breaking.
Everyone ready to talk. And now all of them are dead. Are you sure you
Collected forces. So do I just keep going back in those inns, I guess? To get more songs? Little time. In there, okay, I guess I'll talk to Solus.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is
My
dangerous.
hand. My
The
hand.
destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach
Yeah,
is
but I'm
unlike
special.
anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We can't afford distractions. We must
Uh-oh.
focus on sealing the breach.
He slightly disapproves.
Yes, as I said, that is our primary goal. It's a moot point regardless. Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing.
I knew
Whatever
that
the
would turn him
artifact
against me.
was,
Whatever.
It is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Please do.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
I don't know if I can imagine that.
Uh-oh.
Try. Imagine if spirits were not a rarity, but a part of our natural world. Like a fast-flowing river.
I
Yes, it
don't
can
know if that's a
drown
good
careless
thing.
children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the Veil were not present. For better or worse.
I think that might be worse.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put,
So he likes
there's a tear in the
inquisitiveness.
veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely.
Understanding of
But the question is
demons.
a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Alright, so
We'll
yeah,
talk
he likes
later.
inquisitiveness. Where's the other people? Oh, right. Not a lot of stuff in this town. Kind of a small town.
So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that?
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Is it weird that I really want to romance her, even though, like, I totally disagree with all the decisions that she's making?
I expected better from the Inquisition's spy master.
You've made that point clear.
I wonder if you
Butler
can
will
romance
die,
her.
But see that he lives.
Yay, I made a difference. I
Now,
saved
if you're
someone's life.
happy, I have more work to do.
No, I want to talk to you more. Can I talk to you more?
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them.
Yep, standing right
You
here.
have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal
Gonna do
them.
my best.
Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
See, she's a good person.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did. What of it?
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies. And Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
You still haven't told me what you did, exactly.
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself.
She laughed.
She just showed me it was possible.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask the major question. Let's see.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore
yeah.
it must
See, I
be
knew I should
romantic.
have asked her that.
Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So, to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
We'll talk more later.
Did not get the chance to flirt with her. I wonder if she's romanceable at all. I know I could look this up, but like I don't want to. Hey, no, killer. There's no room. Sorry.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Carefully.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
We can do both. I can't do both? Jeez.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the
I was gonna
Templars.
say, you guys are Templars, so...
Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd. I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
I'm gonna take a flyer and say there's probably more going on than we thought. Just 'cause, you know... Alright, finish the Threat Remains quest. Captain of the Chargers. Travel to Redcliffe. My god, okay. I'm still talking to people though.
You return?
I do.
I don't believe I've had the chance to speak candidly with the revered mother. Can you tell me about the Chantry?
I presume you mean deeper questions about the organization itself.
Yes.
I trust the Chantry at Ostwick taught you the basics.
What is your stance on magic?
Andraste put it simply. Magic must serve man, not rule over him. However, those words must be put into the proper historical context. Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium, whose magisters controlled most of the world at the time. Even then, she never called for all mages to be put to death. She believed in peaceful coexistence.
I don't recall the Chantry being as tolerant of magic as you describe.
No. The Chantry is an imperfect vessel, pulled in every direction by those who would steer its course. Yet the Templars rebelled precisely because divine Justinia was not restrictive enough. Perhaps the Inquisition will find a better way.
Oh yeah. Anything called the Inquisition has to be better.
Why does the Chantry allow only human women to become priestesses?
The official doctrine
Xenophobia.
of elves and dwarves have turned further from the Maker than humanity. And as for
Racism.
men, the chant holds that they are more vulnerable to anger.
Sexism.
But in truth, it is simply political. Added after Andraste's death, like too many of our beliefs.
Interestingly, reversely sexism. Well... It's interesting. It's an interesting take on the gender equality.
If you don't believe these restrictions are what Andraste wanted, why haven't you tried to change them?
Has the current state of the world not taught you the folly of fighting too many battles at once? I chose to use what power I had to help peasants forgotten by the nobles of Orlais. I believed there would be time to address their inequality under the Chantry once we had saved them from starving.
There were calls for an exalted march to put down the Mage Rebellion. What was your opinion?
It was ignorant gossip. An exalted march only succeeds when it carries the will of the people. Even then, it cannot be undertaken lightly. People are too easily frightened. We cannot destroy everything they fear. An exalted march is justified only against a true threat to this whole world. It is an offense to the Maker to use it as a political bludgeon, or as a means of spreading the chant of light.
So basically like what we're doing?
What about the exalted march that conquered the elves?
that is a hotly debated matter in some circles of the Chantry. The elves had conquered Montsemard and threatened Val Royeaux itself. They were not helpless victims. But even then, Orlais was the only nation to provide troops. It was hardly an exalted march of all the faithful. The Maker wishes his world to spread by example, not by war. We win no converts with blood.
Then why are we doing an Inquisition? Because isn't that the idea?
Farewell, revered mother.
Farewell.
Ah, Lady Trevelyan. May I have a moment?
Sure.
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
Well, geez.
A little sudden, but it's time someone made an honest woman of me.
What? Very amusing. This is serious. I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
With the Trevelyans, my presence may close more doors than it opens. My family and I are not on the best of terms.
I'm sorry to hear that. I shall not press the matter, but others will. Val Royeaux has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy, although not so much as we'd hoped.
Why not?
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the Free Marches somewhat quaint.
Orlesians are just baffled free marchers governing themselves without an empress to hold their hands.
A peasant might get away with that insult, but not someone of your stature.
Oops.
Speaking of which, I should thank you for your patience with the simple quarters.
What?
The accommodations in Haven are surely rough for someone of your birth.
Oh yeah, whatever.
This can't be what you're accustomed to, Ambassador.
One adjusts. I stay busy. It helps take my mind from our surroundings. And the cold. And the wildlife. And the lack of civilization for miles around.
You hate it too, come on.
Why anyone lived here before we found Andras's ashes, I cannot imagine.
Don't worry about me. Haven's more than livable.
Really? If that is how you feel, I'm pleased to hear it. Until next time, my lady.
Okay, so she did not take too
You've
much to my
brought back
flirting.
some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use. I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Alright.
We will study that.
So what does that actually do? Okay, I only have 3 power, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. There's a
Blessed
new...
are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written.
A new quest? Yes, I'm listening.
Excuse
Talk.
me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bull's Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Valroyo. We've got references.
We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Einbull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Einbull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
We'll consider your offer.
I appreciate it. We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Okay. So is that everybody? Yeah, I think I've talked to everybody. So now, time to check